In this class, we are going to discuss digital communication. We will try to understand digital communication in little bit simpler fashion without going to the rigorous mathematical analysis. First, we will try to understand why we are going for digital system. We already have different type of analog communication system, but those analog system must have certain disadvantages, and that those disadvantages must be removed by some other system. That means we are going for digital system for some advantages. So first of all, we have to understand those advantages of digital system. The first advantage of digital system is it is more rugged than analog communication, as it can withstand channel noise and distortion much better as long as the noise and distortion are within certain limit. Any distortion or noise, maybe those are very small, but definitely they will distort the received signal for analog domain, but that is not true all the time for the digital system. So this is one of the advantage. Second advantage is use of regenerative repeaters in digital system. What happens when we transmit some signal from one location to the other location? Here we have the receiver, and the distance between these two, transmitter and receiver, may be several thousand kilometers. Now what happens if for analog system, suppose we have a highly defined transmitted signal. This is our transmitted signal, and we modulate this transmitted signal, and we used to send it. Now what happens, say we have produced some amplitude modulated signal, and that amplitude modulated signal will go to the receiver. Now this amplitude modulated signal at the transmitter side will be something like this. Something like this. This is the envelope. Now this is defined, highly defined, and we are assuming there is no noise. But during this long channel, some noise may be entered, and because of this noise at the receiver side, we may not get this highly defined amplitude modulated signal. Maybe we could have received this type of signal, so that the amplitude of this received signal may not be identical to that of the message signal. Now what we can do, we can use some repeaters here. As this amplitude is very small, this amplitude is very small because it has to travel a long distance, so received signal amplitude may be very small. To amplify this small amplitude, we can use number of repeaters in between transmitter and receiver in analog domain. But what repeater will do? Repeater will simply amplify the signal along with the noise. That means the signal to noise ratio will not be improved because in analog domain. That's the basic problem of analog system. But for the case of digital system, we can use another kind of repeater called regenerative repeater. Now, what is the meaning of this regenerative? Regenerative is coming from regeneration. That means in digital system, generally we use pulse type of information. So what happens during this long journey from transmitter to receiver? This pulse will definitely get distorted. So after traversing several kilometers or several hundreds of kilometers, this pulse may be distorted like this. So instead of getting these highly defined pulses, we may get this type of distorted pulses. Now here we will use a regenerative repeater, and this regenerative repeater will identify the presence of pulse, because in digital domain the absolute shape of the pulse is not important. Presence of pulse is important. Now this signal, you can see that it is distorted, but still we can identify the presence of these two pulses. So this regenerative repeater will identify this presence of pulses, and it will reproduce the original pulses at this geographic location. So the this distortion may be because of noise as well. So this distortion or noise may be removed by the regenerative repeater. So at the output of the regenerative repeater, we should get the original pulse like transmitter. So here this regenerative repeater not only amplifying the signal, but at the same time it is reproducing those pulses so that it can travel further distance. So in between transmitter and receiver, we can put number of regenerative repeaters in digital communication system. So at the receiver side, we may get this type of well defined pulses, so that the effect of noise becomes very less in digital system, because regenerative repeater actually eliminates noise from the signal, which is not present or which is not true for the analog system. In analog system, we can simply amplify the signal using repeaters, but that repeater will amplify both the signal and noise. But here the only signal part is recovered, not the noise part. So this is the basic advantage of digital communication system. Now the third point, or the third advantage, is digital hardware implementation is flexible, and it permits the use of microprocessor. Not only microprocessor, but several different type of digital ICs, like microcontroller, then digital switching, etc. So we can use different type of very high speed digital ICs for digital communication system. Now digital signals can be coded to get extremely low error rate and very high fidelity, as well as privacy. So low error rate is another advantage of digital system. Next one is, this digital system is very easier to multiplex. Ease of multiplex. Multiplexing means to transmit several signals through the same common channel. But this multiplexing is very much easy, particularly time division multiplexing is very much easy for digital system. Digital communication system is more efficient than the analog communication system. So more efficient. Next is storage. Storage is easy. Digital storage is very easy, digital information storage, so that we can store the data and you can access the data later on. But for the case of analog communication system, the analog signal storage is very difficult, particularly the access time is very large. For example, if we consider the case of tape drive, cassette recorder, this is an example of analog signal storage system. But if I want to get a particular information from the tape drive, we have to run the tape and we have to select the proper location manually. Otherwise it will be very difficult and it is time consuming. But for the case of storage, we can use a flash drive or hard drive or whatever different type of, or CD-ROM, different type of storage is there, and the access of the data is very easy. So you can just select the particular location and we can retrieve the data. So that is why the storage of digital system is very easy. Reproduction with digital messages is extremely reliable without deterioration. Analog messages like the photocopies and films, it generally lose quality at each successive stage of reproduction. That means if we have some original version, here we have the original version and we just copy it to produce the next version, and we can have several copy like this. In analog domain, what happens, if this is the original signal and if we copy it, there will be some distortion. Next, when we copy from this one, distortion will be more. That means more the number of copies, more will be the distortion. But for digital communication system or digital signals rather, we can make multiple number of copies and multiple generation of copies, and there will be no signal distortion. So that is the advantage of digital system rather. This is the reproduction, faithful reproduction. And finally, the cost. Cost of digital hardware is actually diminishing with the advancement in VLSI technology. Now we have very high speed, high bandwidth integrated circuits, that can operate at very low power level, and also because of huge mass production, the cost of those ICs becomes very less. So a very complex circuit can be built with the help of digital ICs with sufficiently lower amount of cost, and the durability of those circuits are also very high. So the maintenance cost is also reduced. So cost is another advantage of the digital system.